Here we go.
Christian here with cheap, beat-up Elvis vinyl. I was looking at our subscribers, the list of subscribers, and I was looking at the analytics, and it said, according to the staff at YouTube, who apparently work for me, we're doing some type of analytics about this. I didn't even know they were on the payroll, but they were doing some work for me apparently. And they said that according to their last calculations, 0% of the people who watch this video subscribe. Is that good? Probably not. So anyway, so this is the 7th video. So we are at 113 subscribers. So we did 6 videos, 113 subscribers. So that's a little less than 20 subscribers per video that we're picking up. And they say, you know, it'll slowly pick up. So let's just see if we can make it go a little bit faster. So if we did a little less than 20 people subscribing on each of the first 6 videos, right now we're at 113. On this video, let's see if we can get up to 1,000. Reasonable. Just a little bit. Boom, all it takes. So right now, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? I'll wait. Probably a little button. Maybe I should get a turtle. Got it? All right, good. We ought to be over 1,000 now. We're probably at 2,000. I'll check the analytics. I'll call them. I'll call my team at YouTube, have them report back to me. Kind of a cool week this week. We had something down here in beautiful Covington, Louisiana, called the Louisiana Bayou King Festival. It was pretty cool. My good friend, Miss Gianna Stanley, was doing some work with them, and she told me about it. So I went on down there. They had lots of cool stuff, and they had a show that they put on, which was really top-notch. Now, they do these things all over. I think they got one coming up in Alabama in April. So make sure you check them out. It's called kingfestivals.com. It was first class. The part that I saw, I remember there a guy did Spin Out and Viva Las Vegas. Killed it. It was great. Everybody was loving it. So it was really fun. But the cool thing was they had a guy that had some records. Now, he was a friend of Gianna's. She told him that I was looking for some records, and he had one box in his vehicle. So he brought it in. It was pretty good records. So I did a little video there so you could kind of see a little bit about the Bayou King Festival and check it out.
Well, here we are at the 2022 Louisiana Festival, the King Festival, here at the Furman Auditorium in beautiful downtown Covington, Louisiana. Let's see if we can get us some records. A lot of nice records. Lots of way downs. See, hear the people applauding for the beautiful record collection here. Lots of great records. Lots of great records. Let's see if we can get some of them. There you go. Beautiful Elvis stuff. I had one like that when I used to ride my little bicycle around the neighborhood. Just like Elvis. Elvis probably wore this when riding his bicycle around the neighborhood. Well, lots of cool Elvis stuff here. There you go. Need to sell some Elvis glasses, baby? Bunch of buttons. Get some Elvis pajamas right here. It is getting cold at night.
Okay, the guy that I met, his name is John Daly. Here's his place. I'll put it up on. I'll put the information up also. It's called EP Boulevard Pawn Shop. He's got two of them, one in Tupelo and one in Memphis. If you're gonna do Elvis stuff, that's the two you ought to go to. So anyway, here's his card with his information. Check him out. Now you saw the records that I was looking through. Well, I got me a whole bunch of them. Man, he has some good records. And he's got tons more. He just happened to have that one box in there. And Gianna said, hey, my buddy's coming. And she goes, and he says, oh, well, look, I got this. First one I saw, when I saw this one, I knew it was going to be a good day. Don't. Great, great song. Look at that cover. This is one of the late 50s ones, which has that kind of, it's like a paper. They're not glossy. Beautiful. Don't, and I beg of you. Also, hard-headed woman. Still got some of these in the sleeves because that's how they are. This one also is the kind of paper sleeve. Listen. You see, it's a little rough. I like that. I find that the ink looks really good on that. When I had been wanting to get this one for a while. Bossa Nova Baby. This is beautiful. Man, look how cool that looks. Looks like the film right there. Coming soon, Fun in Acapulco. And then on the back, Witchcraft. Got a whole different picture on the back. You see that? That way, if it's in the bin and it gets flipped, doesn't matter. You still got a cool looking picture of the king on it. You're going to sell them. First I was like, what the heck is this down here? Thought it was just some kind of little splotchy thing, but nope, it's a witch. Hey Ernie, the song's called Witchcraft. What do you think we should do for some graphics? I don't know. A witch on a broom? Great, roll with it. That sounds good. Next up, Separate Ways, Always on My Mind. I heard Always on My Mind today on Elvis Radio on, I guess it's Sirius XM, number 75. Great. It said it was originally B.J. Thomas. I always associate it with Willie Nelson. They said it was a hit for B.J. Thomas first. One of the things I really like about this one is it's still got the price tag on it. This one came out in November of 72, and it was 69 cents at Grant's. 69 cents right there. Grant's was a department store down here in the South, if I remember correctly. When I was a youngster, they would have Grant's. They were kind of like a Woolworth. Next up, Good Luck Charm. Good Luck Charm, anything that's part of you. And She's Not You. Man, I love that song. What I ain't too crazy about is Elvis's hair on these. I think these were from the same photo session, because you see he's got that, his hair's too dry. See, it's got that weird, and it's a little brownish looking, which apparently was his natural color. But you know, when you put product in it, it'll darken it up a little bit. And of course, he dyed it. But that's, man, I would prefer a different photo. Next up, One Broken Heart for Sale. From It Happened at the World's Fair. This one's got ring wear on it and everything. Perfect. Love it. Nice and beat up, just like I like them. This one came out in March of '69, and I really like this one. First of all, let's see what we got. Yep, she's on the orange. Memories, okay? From Elvis in Memphis. When you flip it, Chiro. From the motion picture. See Chiro at a theater near you. So it really is, I mean, it's a different look with the blue goes there, but boy, this yellow sure goes good with this red and his white shirt. So it kind of looks like it's a double A-side, although we know it wasn't, because Chiro wasn't a big hit, whereas Memories was. There goes my everything. Very 70s looking. Came out in December of 1970. I like, they kind of used this little format for a little bit. There was a light green one also that kind of looked, I don't have it here, but it kind of had this kind of rounded edges of the photo. Very cool. Coming soon, new album, Elvis Country. Here you go. Here's another one with a price sticker on it. This one was from November of '69. Rubbernecking and Don't Cry Daddy. 69 cents right there. I'm sorry for this glare. There you go. 69 cents. So in November of '69, you get Elvis record for 69 cents. Not bad. Here's another one, came out in March of '66. Frankie and Johnny. A little boring here. You know, a lot of wasted space over here. I'm surprised they didn't do the thing down the side. But they make up for it on the back, because the back is really cool. I really like this back. Kind of weird, though, because they use a different font. You see for Elvis there. And then they change the font back here. Weird that they would do that. See Frankie and Johnny at your favorite theater. There you go. Now this next one here. This one is from the UK. It just looked kind of weird to me. It looked kind of weird because it's real papery. It's got it loads from the side, which is weird. And then on the back it says Delga Press Limited. See that down there? Can you see that? And then when you pull the record out, you realize, because it's a UK. And it has it printed on there. England. So that was kind of neat. I think that's only the second UK record that I have. This one's pretty cool. Burning Love. Burning Love. Now available. Elvis as recorded at Madison Square Garden. Now I'm going to check. But I wouldn't be surprised if they also had it that said coming soon, Elvis recorded. Oh, well this one, Elvis has now available, Elvis has recorded at Madison Square Garden. Fine. But then when you flip it on the back, it says, ask for Elvis's big album now. So they're pumping two albums on this one here. If I remember correctly, Burning Love came out on either a Camden or a Pickwick. So maybe that's why the Madison Square Garden was the RCA one. Now, I had seen this before. This one came out in July of 1970, and I thought, man, what a boring record cover. But I had only seen the front. I really like this logo. Recorded June 1970. It was released in July. But then when I saw the back, now it makes sense. And I think it's really cool. They were pumping that 50 Golden Hits box set. Now on LP, Stereo 8, that's 8-track, and cassette tapes with a special souvenir photo album. Soon at record stores everywhere. So this was recorded in June of 1970. And they released it in July. Oh, it's also got a price sticker on it. It was 94 cents. 94 cents right there. See, available soon. Here's the next one, which is Trouble, Mr. Songman. And it says available soon, Elvis's new album today. I'm going to think that they may have had some that said, like they probably put this one out for a month and then the next month they changed the sleeves. This is what they did sometimes, and it would say, buy it now at stores now. Which didn't make much sense. They would have a whole sleeve pressing, a whole run of it for 1 month. But hey, he ended up selling a lot of records, so I guess they knew what they were doing. I mean, what did Elvis end up selling? Like a couple 100,000 records probably in his lifetime. I Got a Thing About You, Baby. This is a cool cover. Live shot on there, which is a lot cooler than the normal pose shots that they had. It's on the orange label. Keith had owned this one, you see. Thanks for taking care of it, Keith. Appreciate it. Now available, Elvis's Raised on Rock album and the infamous Coming Elvis 1974 Easter TV special, which of course never arrived. So that's kind of cool. And that came out in January of 74, so they thought in January he was going to have an Easter special. But it didn't happen, baby. Here's Pieces of My Life, bringing it back. This one also came out in October of 75. Now this next one is perfect for me. As soon as I saw it, look, ripped up, torn up, perfect. I said, man, I gotta get that one. That's Fool. And now available, Aloha from Hawaii album. And of course on the back, Steamroller Blues, which we will talk about in more detail later. Not today, because that's gonna take a lot of Lucy, you got a lot of splaining to do on that one. How do you put that on an Elvis Presley record? You could have taken 1,000 pictures of Elvis and just thrown a dart at him and hit a much better picture than this. But this is what they decided to put on the record. You got this in the front and this in the back. So if you're in the record store and it gets flipped, people are going to see that and they're going to say, oh, well, must be the theme from Petticoat Junction or Murder on the Orient Express. And they go right to the Engelbert Humperdinck record. You got to put Elvis on both sides, my friend. All right. Next one. Next one came out in October of 74. It's called Promised Land. It's midnight. Pretty cool picture. Live picture. Now, this is kind of weird for me. I had never seen this before. It's on a gray label. Now, I told you I talked to the fella, John Daly. Really cool guy. He knows his stuff. And he said that they used the gray labels for a little while. Not a lot, but a little while. And this one, there were 3 different color labels on it. There was an orange label, a gray label, and a tan label. So that's the kind of things that's always interesting to me. And then here we go. July of 77. Way down. Way down. Coming soon, Elvis's new LP, Moody Blues. I believe this was the last single that was released before Elvis passed. John had about, I'm not exaggerating, I think he had 12 copies of this. So I had to look through and find the most beat up one. And that's the one I got. Here's the last thing I got from old John. And it was the last thing I got from him then. I don't think it'll be the last thing I get from him, because he's got some really good stuff. He said he's got a warehouse just full of stuff. Plus, he's got the 2 locations, Tupelo, Memphis. He had this EP, which I didn't think I would ever come across, because this is that odd little thing, the Compact 33 Double. See, it's... And this is by request, Flamin' Star, Are You Lonesome Tonight? And then 2 other, 2 unreleased songs, Summer Kisses, Winter Tears, and, oh, It's Now or Never. No, that had been released. So, Carol Cunningham had this one. See, there you go, Carol. Thank you for taking care of it. Man, she took real good care of it. This thing's in great shape. I was really happy to get that. So I ended up getting 21 records. I counted them up. I thought it was 20. Sorry, John, when I got home, it was 21. And he had great prices. Everything was $5. He just wants to keep them alive, you know? He says he buys all these collections and he just moves them through. And it's great because as one of the subscribers, I guess she's a subscriber, someone had commented on one of the episodes, and she said she likes to buy the beat up when she feels like she's saving the records. And I thought that's a pretty cool way to look at it. So it's kind of how John looks at it too. He wants to keep these records moving along, spread out. They're not doing any good in somebody's attic, or, you know, somebody throws them away, they're in landfill somewhere. Man, let them move around. So anyway, his prices were $5. I got I got the Friend of Gianna's discount, which I appreciate, John. And it was a really fun time, really cool people there at the Elvis Bayou King Festival at the beautiful Furman Auditorium in downtown Covington, Louisiana. Had a blast, picked up a whole bunch of great Elvis records. And, you know, it's heading into Christmas time now, so I think we're going to do a little Elvis Christmas stuff coming up, because there's sure a lot of Elvis Christmas stuff out there. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. If you hated it, subscribe and like twice. Thank you, Elvis.
Okay, fine.